Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Moto G Stylus 2024 right here. And I'm going to be talking about why this is the most improved Android device in 2024. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, make sure you stay locked into the end of the video so we could talk about some of the reasons why I think this is the most improved Android device in 2024. So let's just jump into it. I truly appreciate you for coming back and kicking it with me. Make sure you stay locked into the end of the video. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's go ahead and take a look at this device right here. I want to go ahead and talk about the design and the display. I want to talk about the performance and the software, as well as the cameras, the battery and charging, as well as the specs. And then the final question is, should you upgrade? So this device was actually one of the newest devices from Motorola. It's actually one of the most impressive devices from Motorola in recent years. And that's going to come down to a number of things that have upgraded from its last year's predecessor, the Moto G Stylus 2023. So this device has a lot of improvements. One of the first things that you're going to notice is that it has an enhanced stylus menu. So you get a more improved stylus menu. It has faster speed, so it has reduced latency and it's more responsive. And so when you use this stylus compared to the last year's model, it's going to be a lot more improved. It's going to be faster and it's going to be very responsive. So if you want to type notes on here, it's basically there's no lag on this stylus. So it's very improved from the previous generation when it comes to using the stylus. That's the number one thing that I noticed. It has really good build quality. It's made of plastic, because so are the sides of this. You would think it was metal, but it's actually just like a high grade plastic, which actually feels really good. So it feels pretty solid in the hand. Another thing is this thing is going to offer some really nice options when it comes to the charging on here. So they did actually improve the charging on this device. It has, the same 5,000 milliampere hour battery, but it's got the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, which is also really good. So I think that's going to be nice. So one of the things I wanted to talk about when it comes to the charging on this device is, so you get the 5,000 milliampere hour battery with this one. It remains the same from, last year's model, but this one is going to be noticeably quicker with the 30 watts fast charging on here. Give me 1 second. All right. So right here, I do have the wireless charger. And so this thing does give you the option to charge it wirelessly. So you do get wireless charging on here. So it does offer that as well. So that's going to be really solid, because you get 15 watts wireless charging speeds on here, as well as 30 watts wireless charging on here. So it's going to be pretty quick when it comes to wireless charging. It's also going to be pretty quick when it comes to wired charging. So that's going to be definitely an improvement when it comes to this device. You're going to notice that. You're going to definitely be able to tell the difference. So the stylus, the charging speeds, the battery is going to be the same, but you're going to notice better optimization, because it's going to have 8 gigabytes of RAM compared to last year's model, which only has 6 gigabytes of RAM. This one also has, if you go to storage and you go inside of the storage right here inside of the phone, you're going to notice it has 256 gigabytes of internal storage on here. Also, when it comes to the RAM, so that's definitely going to be a solid when it comes to this device. The next thing I want to talk about is that the display on here is ridiculous. You can see it has basically no bezels on this phone whatsoever. It's also got a punch hole in the center at the top, which is going to house the brand new camera, which I want to talk about in just a second. But the display is an OLED panel, OLED display. And so basically that's like a high-end panel. That means that it's going to be very bright, very punchy, going to have really dark blacks, and it's going to be able to, you're going to be able to see it outdoors without any issues whatsoever. And then it also gets extremely bright. So yeah, you definitely get the improved display over last year's LCD panel. With last year's model, they did give you the LCD display. So you're going to definitely be able to tell the difference when it comes to the brightness on here. So the next thing that's actually pretty cool with this new one is that they also give you dual speakers. So when it comes to this one, you have dual speakers. That was one of the things that Moto had left out for many years in a row. But this one came back with the dual speakers, and so you actually get that feature. You get spatial audio, smart audio, music, movie, game, podcast, and custom on here. So yeah, this is going to be on point when it comes to the sound, because you're going to get stereo speakers with this device. You get a 120 hertz refresh rate, which is the same as last year's model. So if you go into your display settings right here, you're going to see that it does offer still the 120 with the 60 and then the auto. So you still have that option with this phone right here. You still have the 50 megapixel camera. Like I said, the last year's model also did have the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1. So they both had that processing chip, but you're getting 8 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, last year's model did have 256, so it's going to be the same as far as the storage. You also do get 2 terabytes of expandable storage on here too, so you can expand the storage on here as well. So that's definitely going to be pretty solid when it comes to using this device. They also kept the headphone jack on the bottom as well, so you can actually get headphones when you plug in, and you can use this device. It's going to be really nice. Another thing I like is the build quality got a lot better. It has this nice, it's going to be a imitation leather, which is going to be like a vegan leather is what they call it. And so it feels really good in the hand. And so it just feels really premium in my opinion. They also updated the front facing camera, which is going to be a 32 megapixel camera on here. And the last year's model was a 16 megapixel camera. So let's show you some photography. And that looks really clear. Even in a low lit environment, that still looks really clear, that photo right there. So yeah, honestly, I got to say that they did a really good job with the front camera, the rear camera, which is going to give you optical image stabilization, which is going to be really good. And then you also do get 4K with this camera as well. It's going to give you 4K on the front, and it's going to give you 4K on the rear. So really good stuff here. Then you can also get 60 frames per second, but it's only at full HD. So they definitely upgraded the cameras from last year, the display, the memory, which is also a really good thing. The charging speeds are going to be more improved as well. And so, yeah, you're definitely going to see that. This thing does also have, the most latest Bluetooth, Bluetooth 5.3. And it's going to support, like many different codecs when it comes to listening to music. So that's definitely going to be really good when you're listening to music on this device. It's going to be a media consumption beast, just to say the least. So yeah, it got a little bit lighter, a little bit more thinner, and it definitely has some really good things going for it in 2024. So I just want to make this quick video about the Motorola G Stylus. I definitely think it's the most improved phone when you compare it to other phones in the market. This one has the most improvements to it. It has a better display, wireless charging, faster charging speeds. It's going to have better RAM optimization as well. So that's going to help with the battery as well as the camera. And so, yeah, you're going to get a better front-facing camera on here, better optimization. And so, yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a solid phone to pick up in 2024 if you were looking to upgrade, because this one, in my opinion, made the most leaps and bounds in this year. But if you found this video helpful, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you're still here, just type down below, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Peace. Later, crew.